I recently watched Predator Badlands and enjoyed it thoroughly. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the movie has gone down well with audiences and critics, too. The critical drinker disagrees. Fair enough. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I cannot help but feel, however, that he is being overly harsh on the movie, as he knows that negative reviews garner more clicks than positive ones. Let's analyze what he said.
Now, I can't say I was exactly bursting with anticipation when I went into this one, partly because the concept of a Predator movie told from the Predator's point of view felt like a fundamental betrayal of the very thing that makes them compelling, their mystique.
I don't see anything wrong with telling a story from the perspective of a predator. From what I recall, there have been various comics that did just that, and they were well received. Does making a predator the protagonist ruin their mystique? I'm afraid we are well past that point. Sequels, video games, and comics have already explored the predator culture. It's a bit like trying to make a scary alien movie. Nothing will recapture the terror of the original, as we all know the life cycle of the creature in depth.
Jesus, the amount of glazing this film's been getting on social media would have you believe it's the best thing since the 1987 original. In fact, according to Rotten Tomatoes, it's actually better, and it's not even close. Fuck off, Rotten Tomatoes. This is why nobody listens to professional reviewers anymore.
The original Predator is a superior movie, but that doesn't mean Badlands isn't good, too. Is Rotten Tomatoes perfect? No. But it's funny how some influencers use the aggregator site to suit their narrative. If the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is low, they have no qualms quoting it to bash a movie. If a movie gets good scores on the site, however, Rotten Tomatoes gets accused of being an unreliable site run by biased shills.
Anyway, this is where Lumpy runs into quirky android lady who was part of a Weyland-Yutani expedition to the planet until her team got attacked and torn apart, literally, by the Kalisk. Matter of fact, what are the odds that Lumpy would just so happen to run into her as well when he could have landed literally anywhere on the whole planet? This was all very lucky, wasn't it?
Finding her is plausible. The creature the Predator is hunting attacked the android and left her immobile in the jungle. As she is in the vicinity, it's not implausible that the Predator would stumble into her whilst tracking his prey.
Like I said earlier, your ability to enjoy Predator Badlands is all going to depend on your perspective here. If you're somehow able to forget the whole Predator thing and just see this film as a generic sci-fi adventure movie with light-hearted comedy undertones that's clearly been geared towards a younger audience, then there's probably some enjoyment to be had here.
I wouldn't say this movie is targeted at a younger audience. It is extremely violent, featuring gruesome extraterrestrial deaths. The PG-13 rating Badlands is due to the silly criteria rating boards use. Murdering a human who bleeds red will get you a high age rating. Killing a synthetic human who bleeds white is okay. I guess the movie could have crowbarred in some swearing to get a more mature rating. I don't understand age ratings. In video games, for example, an anime character wearing a swimsuit is deemed worse than brutal violence.
The visuals are mostly fine. There's fun little action sequences to keep you amused, a likeable underdog protagonist with a clear emotional arc, and a well-worn but still effective central theme of friendship, loyalty, and redemption.
So, what's the problem? Action, character development, and a positive message. Sounds like what Drinker has asked for in the past when complaining about movies that are just propaganda featuring Mary Sue's.
It's a fucking Predator movie, and that name comes with some pretty important expectations. You don't walk into a Predator movie looking for a quirky buddy adventure with cutesy animals and family drama any more than you'd walk into a Saw movie looking for a romantic comedy.
A franchise can broaden its horizons. I don't go into Star Wars expecting in-depth politics, but I didn't hear Drinker complain about Andor. Are we saying that Predator should be restricted to the realm of survival horror? That would get stale after a while. We already have enough Predator sequels that are rehashes of the original. Badlands has gotten some heat for turning the antagonist into a hero and having some funny moments. Terminator 2 did the same, and it became one of the greatest movies ever.
And don't even get me started on Lumpy's creature design. Like, how the fuck does a movie from 1987 look better than a $100 million Disney project with cutting edge special effects?
I prefer the look of the original Predator to the design used for Badlands' protagonist. It does, however, look better in the movie than it does in photographs. The movie also explains his appearance. Deck is considered a runt by his clan, which is why he has been exiled.
Then there's just the stuff that's straight up irritating, the biggest of which is by far quirky android lady. Holy fuck, man, the moment she shows up on screen, my urge to ram my fist through the TV rose about 500%.
Humor is subjective. Most of the movie's gags worked for me. I also like the android's quirky personality. A comic relief character that plays off a stoic protagonist is a common dynamic in films. After her introduction, Thea, the android, does quieten down. This isn't a Marvel movie that drowns in levity from start to finish. I also have to say that Elle Fanning delivers a good performance. Depending on the scene, you will see her flip from bubbly to stern. As Deck doesn't speak English, she is expected to carry a lot of the script's dialogue single-handedly.
This is what the Predator franchise has devolved into. A financial commodity instead of a sharp and violent artistic endeavour, reshaped and remolded into a safe, inoffensive, focus-tested corporate product, ready to be churned out by the truckload until it becomes financially unviable. Well, based on the opening weekend projections, that eventuality might come sooner than expected.
I wouldn't be surprised if Predator Badlands flops at the box office. The budget is rather high in an age where people are shunning the cinema. It's a struggle to turn a profit unless you are a movie that courts parents into keeping their kids amused, a la Minecraft or Lilo and Stitch. Profit doesn't equal quality, though. Dread is highly regarded, for example, but was a box office flop. My advice is to watch the movie and make up your own mind. We all have different tastes. Don't listen to me, and don't listen to the critical drinker. You are not a sheep. Make up your own mind. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please refrain from subscribing, as I wish to avoid the algorithm's deadly gaze.